where's the business at today? How many people are on the team?
I'm excited because I'm hiring my second full-time employee this Friday, which is awesome. But I've got a whole slew of contractors and 1099 folks. I'm my own accountant, so I did all of our 1099 stuff today, and I had to file 20 individual 1099s, which thankfully was really easy because our accounting software is awesome. So it was only a couple hours versus a nightmare when we first started our business. It just took forever to do like 6. So so we've got a lot of people on the team, so to speak, but in terms of like full salaried on payroll, just myself, Ian, my other co-business partner, and our two full-time employees, and then a bunch of folks are effectively full-time, but for whatever reason they want to stay 1099, and that's fine with me.
I see. With a company where you've got kind of a mix of contractors, 2 full-time employees, a partner, at that size and in that kind of arrangement, would you say that company culture is a consideration?
Yeah, it's huge. Absolutely. So we just did our first full interview round, send out like Indeed and Monster.com and all of that stuff to find our next iteration, because our first full-time employee was a 1099 employee for over a year before we hired her full-time. Mm-hmm. So talk about a great job interview of literally working with someone part-time for over a year. Easy, right? So this go around, we didn't have that luxury. She wasn't dropped in our lap, so to speak. So we had to go out. And I remember interviewing, and to me, I am so less concerned if you have property management experience or really experience in general. I think the biggest question that I had interviewing folks this go around was really, why do you want to do this? And if the answer was in so many words, I want to build something, I want to make something better, I want to help people, sign me up, man. The woman that we're bringing on now, we did an interview over the phone with her, and then we brought her to one of our properties, actually 2 of our properties. And the look in her eye was, she didn't need to say anything else, because what I saw in her eyes. Now, talk to me again in 6 months, and let's see if it's still true. But what I saw in her eyes was an utter passion to help people. And it was even at the point where she actually, during an interview with me, was talking to residents on my behalf, even though she didn't even work for me. And I was like, if this woman is going to take this kind of initiative, and she's going to look at work every day as not like, I'm going to show up, I'm going to clock in, I'm going to clock out, that's going to be my day. If she is looking at this like, I'm not even getting paid right now, but I want to help these people out, that is absolutely what I am looking for. Because like I told, my current full-time employee earlier today, I was like, I can't convince, if you don't have a desire to show up on time, if you don't have a desire to take a phone call on Saturday evening, I can't teach that to you. I can't pay you enough money to get you to do that. You either have it or you don't.
Right.
And so, what Ian and I, the kind of culture that we want to build and that we have, is that we are constantly looking to build something. And we are utterly passionate about this. And what I want to attract here in terms of employees is I want to attract other people who aren't just trying to cash in a paycheck. I want someone whose eyes light up like mine do when it comes to helping people. Because there's going to be good days and bad days. And I got to tell you, the things that get me through the bad days always are thoughts of how can I help people? How can I build something that's greater than me?
That's awesome. And I think, you mentioned earlier about the fact that you're working with customers, many who don't have credit. So, is that a big part of the business for you, is how you can help folks that housing may not otherwise be easy for them to obtain?
Absolutely. So we actually partner with Paylease and we do the credit builder with them. So people can actually pay with a debit, credit, or bank account their rent online. It's really cheap. It's like $2.95 or something like that. It's like $3. And if you, and I can't do it for folks, but if they go on, they set up an account and everything, every time they pay, it positively reports to their credit. So that way you can literally live on my communities, pay rent, even just rent, like not even if you don't own your home. If you opt into that for $2.95 every time you pay, you are positively reporting to your credit. So I am actively giving people the ability to build their credit while they live in one of my communities.